Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
What is going on? I say it again. What is going on in here? I am here. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, once again to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live everywhere. By now, you know all the places where you can get the show at. What is going on today, everyone? And to everyone that will be watching this a little bit later on, it's been again a minute since I have said something to you guys. I'm back. What's going on? What's going on? Do me a favor, if you don't mind, and share to some of these Cowboy fans that you may know and may think that they may be interested into some of the things that we say here on this podcast. You just never know. A lot of things are going on right now, as it is with most off-season people, off-season teams. I'm sorry. They are getting ready for the first. I want to say the first initial stage. I don't want to say that. One of the major. How about that? One of the major initial stages of the off-season program, which of course is free agency. Of course, the draft. People are preparing for that. People are also preparing for roster cuts and what they call salary cap casualties. All of that is going on right now as we speak. Teams are trying to figure out how they can pay this person and not pay that person, and hope that somebody will take a cheap way out, and get a quote unquote hometown discount. All of that is going on right now. All of that is going on. Everybody's trying to find a way to get their team together. Hey, Karan, Coach Dante, what's going on? I see you guys there. I appreciate y'all popping in. For those that are watching this live with them, appreciate it. Hope you guys will sit back and enjoy my foolishness for a couple minutes. How about that? Here I go. I'm just gonna go on start it right now. Hey, what's up, Terry? I see you, bro. Appreciate you popping in, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and just start it, because really, to be honest with you guys, I'm coming in saying pretty much the same things that I've been saying pretty much for the last 2 to 3 weeks. That's part of the reason why I ain't been on, because I hate being repetitive, but it goes to another level sometimes. And it has. And it's not the Cowboys' fault. The topic of this show today is I named it the same movie all over again, and it's primarily because of one thing that I saw that happened, and I just know what's getting ready to happen, and my job is to try to calm Cowboy Nation down, the ones at least that listen to me. I don't like to see y'all hopes go up in the air. I'm tired of seeing all your hopes go up in the air only to get let down real hard. It's kind of like a balloon that went up 30 feet in the air, and then all of a sudden it catch a eagle put his beak in the balloon, and you just pop down and you fall hard. That's what I feel like Cowboy fans do. I really feel like it's getting out of hand now, because it's not out of hand because of the Cowboys. It's out of hand because of the fan base expectations, and y'all got to calm down. Y'all got to calm down. The reason why I'm saying is, you already know what's getting ready to happen, right? I really ain't got but one example, and then I'll go ahead and shut it down for the day. I already got one example. We gotta stop. We gotta stop putting unrealistic expectations on this front office and on this team. I mean, how many more years do we have to go through the same off-season scenarios, and everybody start talking and getting the hypes built up? One person gets released. One person says he don't want to play with that other team anymore, and everybody always say, "Well, Dallas is interested. Dallas is interested." Then Cowboy fans go crazy. Everybody get released, and everybody that gets, that grumbles a little bit. Everybody don't, that we got to stop acting like everybody want to come to Dallas. And don't nobody want to come to Dallas. Nobody, nobody. And if we did, we ain't gonna pay for them. You see what I'm saying? Why get hyped? You got Micah Parsons at the Pro Bowl recruiting, and he recruiting other Pro Bowlers. And I'm like, Mike, I understand you young, Doc. Mike, I know you understand. I love your enthusiasm. I know you want to win. I know you want to win, Michael Parsons. I know. But I guess maybe you ain't been in Dallas long enough to understand how your front office works. That's what I want to tell Michael Parsons. I want to tell him so bad, Doc. You don't need to recruit the other Pro Bowlers. That we ain't gonna pay for them. I'm talking about like Deron Payne. That's what everybody want. I want them too, but come on, y'all. Come on now. Deron Payne is gonna be in position to make probably $17 million plus. Do you really believe the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, come on, y'all. Let's just stop it. Do you really believe the Cowboys are gonna pay $17 million to a defensive tackle? Come on, y'all. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? I see you, brother. Appreciate you popping in. I mean, come on now. Let's and y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan. Let's just stop it. Can y'all stop it? I want Deron Payne too. It'll be a dream come true. It would. But you do realize you're gonna have to pay this guy, right? He ain't coming to Dallas for no $9 million. Come on now. You're gonna have to pay for some of these guys, okay? You're not gonna do it. Jerry, look, how many years have we been through this? We know what Stephen Jones does. He don't shop on day one of free agency. Y'all know that. Y'all know Stephen Jones shops on the 4th and 5th day of free agency with guys' names you ain't never heard of. A bunch of practice squad guys who who don't play on the team no more. A bunch of guys who, we shop for free agency for depth purposes. We don't trade. We don't go to free agency for impact players. I mean, how many years we got to go through this? How many years? And I've been seeing all y'all. I've been seeing y'all. I ain't done the show in a minute, but I've been seeing y'all. Y'all getting hype. I mean, yeah. Come on. We lost Amari Cooper. Thank you, Karam. I see you now. We lost Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys had this idea with right here. Look, we're going to go to war with CeeDee Lamb. He's the number one. CeeDee Lamb proved that. But we're going to go to war with James Washington. We're going to go to war with a 65% Michael Gallup. We're going to go to war with Noah Brown. This will get the job done. We're not. What about? What about? What we gonna do about some of these real good receivers? What are you gonna do? We're gonna draft Jalen Tolbert. We're gonna draft him in the 3rd round and not play him at all this year. We're not gonna do anything. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. I mean, come on now. Did y'all see Jalen Tolbert play? I mean, come on now. And it becomes and now when I see you guys balloon go up in there, and I just want to just tell you, calm down. Some of y'all hollering about DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, would it be great? Yes, it would be. No doubt about it. It would be great. But you would have to trade to get DeAndre Hopkins. And last time I checked, y'all, come on, Cowboy fans, let's be realistic. Get your head out the clouds. Come on back down a notch. Last time I checked, don't Stephen Jones value draft picks? Don't Jerry Jones value draft picks? Don't Will McClay value the draft picks? They don't want to trade no draft pick away, period. They want to use all their picks. And if DeAndre comes, now keep in mind, which is going to be backwards, somewhat backwards what I'm getting ready to say. They wouldn't pay Cooper because it was personal, if you ask me. Amari Cooper thing was personal because he didn't get the shot. Now that just right. He didn't get the shot. He was out there at games with no mask on. Then he tests again. Then they say he can't play because he, all that kind of stuff. I ain't trying to get political, whether you think he should have took the shot or not. It was personal. That's the reason why he's not here. But he was scheduled to get paid $20 million. What in the world do you think DeAndre Hopkins is going to play for? Do you think DeAndre Hopkins is going to come in and play for $7, $8 million? Huh? I mean, come on. DeAndre Hopkins is going to want to get paid. Look, and keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, CeeDee Lamb got to get paid. Not this year, but the following year, because he probably going to hold out. If he don't hold out this year. Hello? We still got to pay Diggs. We got to load up everything to pay Parsons. And you think Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are getting ready to add another $17 to $20 million receiver on this roster? Come on now. They overpaid for Michael Gallup. Y'all know that. That's the starting block for the guys like this. You gonna pay Michael Gallup all this money. Come on now. 65% in hopes that he will be fine. Come on now. DeAndre Hopkins not coming to Dallas. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Whole bunch of y'all, myself got included. This is more realistic. You got two names. Let me go before I go to the two names. I told you this last time I was with you. Everybody all of a sudden started talking about Mike Evans, saying that Michael Evans probably going to want to get out of Tampa. But you going to have to trade to get him. Dallas ain't giving up nobody for no Mike Evans. Do you realize what it's gonna take to get Mike Evans? I mean, come on now. Y'all gotta calm down. Unrealistic expectations. Jerry and Steven do the same thing every year. We be begging for us to get these guys. I'm convinced they're not gonna get them. And so now we have to go to the next level free agents. You know what those are? It's the history of the Cowboys. They love recently within the last 10 years or so, they love to go get big names who are hurt or somewhat big names of guys who stay hurt. James Washington is the prime example. He ain't no big name, but everybody knew who he was. He's not no trash, but he always is hurt. So you saw what that got us this year? Nothing. James Washington. Now everybody's getting excited again. I've heard names like Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas from the Saints. You know, but everybody trying to act like Michael Thomas. This is the Michael Thomas of the Saints from about 4 or 5 years ago. It's not. And Michael Thomas actually kind of fits what the Cowboys like as far as the free agent goes. Big name who had production, and you're hoping that the time clock will go back and then Michael Evans will become the Drew Brees Michael Thomas. And if you get it, you'll be like, whoa, we beat the system. That's what you're hoping for. But the problem is this, he stay hurt now. This is what the Cowboys love to do. They love to go get these guys who stay hurt, hoping that they stay healthy for about 7, 8. I mean, you're trying to get guys who only play about 6 or 7 games a year. That's it. That's all Michael Thomas is worth now. Can't guard Mike. That's what he called himself. Great in that little span with Drew Brees. Now you want to put all your hopes on what Karam just said. Odell Beckham Jr. Lord have mercy. Odell Beckham Jr. At this point, he stays hurt. Bottom line. That's all he do. Stay hurt. And everybody now want to go get OBJ. Oh, what a terror. Yeah, but what if he only play 5 games for you? I mean, come on. We right back at square one. We're right back at square one. Which is OBJ, who ain't gonna come. He's free. Now he's free, but see, OBJ still think he OBJ. He ain't gonna play for those $7 million. I mean, come on now. Come on now. If you pay Michael Gallup $10 million, whatever you're getting paid, double digit, $10 million, $11 million a year, 30-something million guaranteed. What if you pay Michael Gallup then? What do you think? What do you think OBJ is gonna ask for? He ain't gonna ask for less than Michael Gallup. Y'all know that, and he's better than Michael Gallup. If you paying Michael Gallup $10+ million, what in the world do you think Odell Beckham is gonna ask for? And do you really think the Dallas Cowboys are gonna pay that? Please. Okay. This is why I can't get hype, y'all. I let y'all get hype. I'm not going to do it. Because I know my team. I know how they are. And now the latest. And this is the part that frustrates me. When Bobby Wagner was available, this dude is legit. This dude will have a gold jacket on probably in his first year of being Hall of Fame eligible. 6 times first team All-Pro. 2 times second team All-Pro. It's 8 All-Pro teams. I ain't saying Pro Bowl. Because he make the Pro Bowl every year. I ain't even talking about Pro Bowl. I just said 8 times All Pro. Either first or second team. made second team All Pro this year. Folks talk about he older. Bobby Wagner just made second team All Pro. He's durable. The idea last year was that you can put him in the middle and you can just lay Michael Parsons wrong. I wanted that. I wanted that last year. And they brought they brought him in and basically just insulted him by not even offering a contract. And if they did, it was going to be cheap. Because he certainly wasn't going to get paid the money that the Rams paid him, not in Dallas. And the Rams paid him like he was 23 years old again. So, why are y'all getting hyped about Bobby again? Yeah, I would love it. I would. I would love it. But see, you can't go to a guy like him trying to be cheap because he just was named second team All Pro. That means, ladies and gentlemen, he's one of the best in the game at his position. He's one of the best at his position. So everybody that's getting hype about Bobby, listen, the price tag probably just went up some more. Forget how old he is. The price tag probably just went up some more. For Bobby, you didn't sign him last year. So what in the world make y'all think we gonna sign him this year? And this is one of the guys that I think you ought to sacrifice for because it's gonna make us better. There's no question about it. It will make us better on so many different ways. It makes sense. He's a free agent. He's going to be released by the Rams. Please understand it's going to be a bidding war. And the Cowboys ain't trying to get in no bidding war that they know they ain't going to overpay for. And you got to overpay for Bobby Wagner. So for all y'all thinking that Bobby Wagner's coming to Dallas, I really hate to kill your spirit. You know, I would love. No, Karam, no. They're not paying. Karam asked the question, are they willing to do it? Even though I think it's worth it, the answer is going to be no. They're not going to pay Bobby Wagner the type of money that he commands because of what he is. We ain't talking about no scrub. They'll try to figure out a way to try to pay LVE again instead of paying Bobby Wagner. And LVE can't play no more than about 9 games a year, if that meant. Come on now. You'd rather get 9 games instead of Bobby Wagner, who's durable, who hardly misses a game, and he gets the production. And I think he had 140 tackles last season. 140. Come on now. 6 sacks from the middle linebacker position. And you don't think that wouldn't make a difference? So you'd rather, but remember, y'all, we strange. Remember, LVE is one of our guys, which will probably be the reason why he got paid again last year as far as getting another contract. He didn't need to. I mean, look how long he was out for us before. And the defense suffered when LVE went out. It got a little bit more stable when he came back, but we're at this point now where LVE is looking a lot like Sean Lee. And it's not his fault because the injury that he had, that is the wrong injury to have if you're a linebacker. If you got a neck injury, the linebacker position is not the right position for that. LVE is, he just one hit away from being out 6 weeks. That's what got us. That's what got us last year. God bless him. He's young man, but he had the kind of injury that's pretty rough for NFL players. But the Cowboys try to find a way to pay him because we're loyal to our guys. It don't make any sense to me, but I've been saying it for a few years now, so it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Some of you saying got hype. Well, I did. Now all of a sudden, Zeke and Tyron Smith are rumored. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't believe it. I believe there ain't nowhere in the world they're gonna let Tyron Smith go. At least they're too loyal to him. He done came too far. I don't see it happening. Now the rumor is that everybody, you can't take a pay cut. You got to go. Here's my question: why are we and this gonna rub people the wrong way? Well, I saw some folks talking about Zeke. Zeke is the same Zeke. He just played on the injury. That's what I heard. And part of that is, I guess you could say, it's somewhat true. If you're injured, you can't be what you fully. But my question has always been this: if you know he injured, why didn't you just sit him down instead of letting him play on it? This is a 2-3 year problem. So I got a lot of questions. If he all say in a few more weeks, it's the same old movie. In a few more weeks, y'all gonna see Zeke Elliott get on his Instagram page, and you're gonna see Zeke Elliott going through tires and trash cans and hollering and screaming and grunting and doing all that in shorts and t-shirt, and everybody gonna be saying, "Man, he look quick. Oh, he look like he did at Ohio State." You a lie. Stop it. Everybody look good in shorts and t-shirt. Where was all that grunting and all that kind of stuff? Well, appreciate you. Where was all that grunting and hopping and skipping and jump cutting and all that? Where was all that in the game before he got hurt? How about that one? I understand when he got hurt. Where was all that before he got hurt? Where was all that incredible speed that y'all getting hype about in the videos? Where was all that super speed that Zeke Elliott had when y'all saw the videos? Y'all saw it. Y'all saw how he was hopping and skipping and grunting and spinning and jump cutting and all. Y'all saw all that before he got hurt. But what was all that in the game? What was it? You know what happened, right? He lost some steps. Y'all see, sooner or later, we gonna have to start calling things as it really is instead of calling it like the way we want it to be. Zeke Elliott has fallen down. Call it, y'all. I love him. I appreciate his service to the Cowboys, but he's not the same dude. His backup made the Pro Bowl this year. Not where else is that at? That the backup makes the Pro Bowl and the starter does not. I mean, what other team do? I mean, this is how strange it is. What other team? What other team is it? Is there? What other team is there where the backup gets all the accolades and the starter just get the handshake? Zeke is not that guy. And sooner or later, we're going to have to stop acting like he is that guy. He ain't the guy no more. He's not. But the Cowboys going to be loyal to him. Watch this. And if they pay him, if Zeke takes a pay cut or they find a way to keep him there, guess who your starter is going to be next year? When you know he's just going to get it on first down and go up the middle for 2 yards or a yard and a half. I mean, come on. No, man, come on now. We done seen it for 2 years. I mean, what is it going to take before they start letting go of yesteryear? This little group that we done had, Dak still has a lot of gas left in the tank, but he's a quarterback. Zeke, Tyron Smith, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say DeMarcus Lawrence, but DeMarcus Lawrence still has some gas left in the tank. That little group there. D-Law, Zeke, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, of course, still has plenty of gas left in the tank. But some of these guys, they're not them guys anymore. You need to go ahead and let it go. Coach said, how old is Zeke? Hey, Coach Breelove, I see you. Coach said, how old is Zeke? I don't know. But I know his body old. I know that. I know that. He don't look like the 4th overall pick in the draft, what he was, 5-6 years ago. And I guess somebody's argument could be, well, who does? I get it like that, but we got to stop acting like Zeke is still the dog, the top dog. He's not. Tony Pollard is. Now, your argument may be, well, Tony Pollard can't carry the load of it than Zeke Elliott. You may be absolutely right about that, and I actually would probably agree with you. I can't see Tony carrying the rock like that for 17, 18 weeks. I agree with it. But here's what you also have to agree. Right now, as we speak, Tony Pollard is the best running back on this team. You ain't got no choice but to say it. You don't have a choice but to say it because that's what your eyes are seeing. And so we got a dilemma. Let's just say the Cowboys, let's say Zeke say he worked his money and he'll probably get it from somewhere else, but let's just say we let him go. Now, what we gonna do? Because you lost Zeke, that's your starter. Tony Pollard is coming off an injury. What we gonna do? I know what y'all saying. We going to the draft. But keep in mind, Pollard will not touch the ball this entire offseason. Y'all realize that, right? He's not going to play in no preseason game, and he shouldn't, even if he's ready. His first initial hit will be game 1. And everybody in Dallas, Texas, and every Cowboy fan will be holding their breath every time this man gets tackled from now on, especially this year. We got Malik Davis, but we were scared to give him the ball. So the answer to me, now your answer may be to go ahead and pay Ezekiel or try to make it happen. I really, if you want to do that, he still has some value, y'all. I don't want to make it seem like he doesn't have value because Kellen Moore did a lot of what I was begging for him to do inside the 5-yard line. Ezekiel can still be incredibly effective. You know that because he had 12 touchdowns this year. Most of them came inside the 5-yard line. Oh, you can find something for him. He just don't need to be your feature back. Unless you like 2nd and 8 and 3rd and 9. If you like that, then yeah, Zeke's your guy. You're not gonna get in manageable 3rd down with Zeke Elliott being your lead now. You're not. He can't get outside with Zip anymore. He still has power, but have you really been seeing that? He has value, but it's not. It almost reminds me of, for those of us that are older, if you remember Jerome Bettis, the Pittsburgh Steelers running back, his latter years, he would not be the feature back as the drive goes. But when we got down inside the 10-yard line, Jerome Bettis came in and took care of business, especially inside the 5-yard line. The bus delivered. That was his role. You're not bringing Ezekiel Elliott back to pay him that type of money just for a quote-unquote role. Hey, Ken the Builder, appreciate you coming. You're not putting Ezekiel Elliott back there for a role. And so the Cowboys got to really make a decision on that. But I'm still saying this. We still got the same old movie. Here's the same movie. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me. We still got questions about Dak Prescott. Same old movie. Still got questions about Jerry and Stephen Jones and the way they do things. Same old movie. Same old questions about the offensive line. Same. Come on, help me. Same old movie. Still looking to stop the run on defense. Yeah. Same old movie. LVE problems, injury problems. Yep. Same old movie. I mean, come on now. Help me. Same old movie. And we're taking the same approaches, which is what's killing me because I'm almost to the point where I have to say that really their strategy is to draft well, which we do, and hope that some of these draft picks turns into all pros within the first 2-3 years. Like Trayvon Diggs. I guess you can go with Turpin. Turpin was an all pro this year for what he did. You're hoping that these guys, Michael Parsons, been all pro since he stepped on the field. You're hoping that these guys look like that, and that way you can stay young, and the younger guys who are all pros or pro bowlers get better, and before you know it, in 4 years or so, you're ready to really challenge for a Super Bowl. But here's the problem. We ain't got 4 years. We don't have 4 years. We got to win now if we're talking about really winning. And winning big. When I say big, I'm talking about Super Bowl. And you're going to have to change your whole approach in order to do that. So, the DeAndre Hopkins that you want, the Bobby Wagners now that you want, the Mike Evans that you may want. Some done called out Michael Thomas. Those type of guys. The Daron Paynes that you want, even though you know you're not going to get them. But the Daron Paynes that you want. Some folks, I done heard some folks talk about Jarvis Landry as a wide receiver. These type of guys, you're going to have to change your whole mentality and game plan on how you're going to have to boost your team up. This really for the fan base, to be honest with you. I don't believe Jerry and Stephen Jones even entertaining this. We know what they do. They shop on the 4th day for free agent. They're not entertaining these guys because they don't want to pay the big money. They don't want to do it. They're not going to do it. So I don't know why all of a sudden Cowboys and then the other trick. Y'all know what the other trick is, right? That works. This trick works. Why does every free agent it always leaks that all of a sudden when a person goes, the first thing they say is Dallas. How many times have we seen free agents use the word Dallas to only drive the price up somewhere else? I mean, I don't know how y'all. I mean, I'm tired of it. I mean, y'all know it's the truth. How many players have used Dallas, whether it's their agent, whether it's ESPN saying it, or Fox, or First Take, or Undisputed, whatever? Dallas come out their name. That's the first team. Dallas. That his services would work. His services would work well in Dallas. I mean, and all it does just drive the price up. How many times we done seen it? I'm tired of it. So, to answer everybody's question, what's going to happen is what's been happening all the time. They're going to value the draft again. They're going to get a running back. They're going to get a running back. It's going to come out the draft. I see folks saying, who is it? Okay. Talib says this. So go get Bijan Johnson from Texas. He is a dynamic runner. But here's the problem, though, Talib. We're not going to pay no first-round money for Bijan Johnson. They did that with Zeke. That's why they position they in now. You don't want to pay no running back in the first round. You don't want that. You don't want to do that now. You don't want that guaranteed contract in the first round to go to a running back. You don't want that. No. Cowboys did that with Zeke. That's why we're in the position we're in now. And Zeke, of course, was very productive. There ain't no question about that. But they're not going to do that again. They'll rather wait to the third, fourth round, which ain't a bad move to go get a running back. Running back's not hard to find. Running backs are not hard to find. Quiet as it's kept. They're not hard to find. Hard to find a number one receiver. No, you already know it's hard to find a quarterback. You know, those are the hard. But the running back, that's not hard. That's why they don't get drafted in the first round, really. See? Which leads to this. Here in the building, who's a Philadelphia Eagle fan, says this about Dallas. Philadelphia Eagle fan, you got to put pieces around that if y'all want to win. I agree. I agree 100%. But Dallas ain't gonna do what it takes to do that. I ain't talking about no depth chart pieces. No. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about impact players. And the truth of the matter is this. Everybody's getting better except the Dallas Cowboys. Is somebody gonna say this? Wait a minute now. The Cowboys won 12 games, big time. They did win 12 games now. You act like we only won 4 games. I'm well aware that we won 12 games. Great year, record-wise. But when you go against the top tier teams in NFC, you're gonna have to have some good special stuff there in order to get on to the next round. I ain't talking about no finesse, and maybe since Kellen Moore finally is gone, since maybe he's gone, maybe we get some physicality, some real physicality going. I don't know. I believe it when I see it. But in order to give it, the Philadelphia Eagles, they lost the Super Bowl, but look what they did. Off-season and draft. So, I mean, they went and they don't have a number one and a number two receiver. They have 2 number one wide receivers. AJ and Mr. Smith. I'm just saying. If you're going to do the committee approach, then in order to really get impact players, you better do like Kansas City, the world champions. I mean, they did it by committee, but look who it was. Juju, a debatable number 2 receiver. I'm gonna say Juju is a number 2 receiver, but has number 1 type tendencies. Y'all get that? Then when they got Kadarius Toney, who at the time was the best wide receiver on the Giant team. Again, pretty much a number 2 solid number 2 receiver, but has sometimes some number 1 tendencies where he can take over a game. Those are the type of guys that, we say we're going to go back committee, but there's a difference between Juju Smith-Schuster and Noah Brown. There's a difference between Tony and Noah Brown. Huh? I mean, there's a difference. That's a good committee over there. That's how you win a world championship. That's what they did. They didn't need Tyreek Hill. We just gonna get 2 borderline number 2 receivers, if you want to call it, but have some serious number 1 tendencies. You'll look up, they'll have 7 catches for 102 yards. Number 1 type, I'm just saying, y'all. And the Cowboys can make this stuff happen but they ain't gonna do what it takes. They paying Patrick Mahomes a whole lot of money over there, y'all. And this just goes back to another thing, y'all. Look, listen. If Patrick Mahomes getting paid a whole lot of money, y'all know that. And they keep bringing folks in. What? How? They say when you get a high paid quarterback, you can't pay nobody else, or you can't get these. I can't tell. So something we ain't doing right. Because all I keep seeing is the rich keep getting richer. Josh Allen got paid in Buffalo. They bring in Von Miller, and Von Miller gets paid a whole lot of money. Stephon Diggs got his money. I mean, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Where the Rams be getting all this money from out behind the rocks? I mean, they keep signing folks. They just letting them go now. Speaking of which, I ain't talking about that. Y'all get Jalen Ramsey out your head. That's all I'm gonna say. Stop it. Stop it. You know Jalen Ramsey is not coming to Dallas. We can't afford him. Stop it. Y'all stop that. I saw that too. You know Jalen Ramsey is not coming to Dallas. We can't afford to pay him. They're not gonna pay Jalen Ramsey and then have to come back and pay Trayvon Diggs. Like, come on, y'all. Let's be realistic now. And Michael Parsons coming right around the corner. There's nowhere in the world you paying 3 guys on your team that type money where you gonna be paying the guy probably 1 year you're gonna pay the guy number 1 cornerback in the league type money, only to come right back the next year and Trayvon Diggs gonna ask for a little bit more, and then you're gonna have to pay Michael Parsons, who no doubt will be the number 1 biggest paid linebacker of all time. There's no way you can do that. So I don't know why y'all keep getting hyped for stuff you know. It can happen on Madden. You can do it on Madden, but you can't do this in real life. I don't understand how the Rams kept doing it. You paid Aaron Donald, you paid Cooper Kupp, you paid Matthew Stafford, you paid blockers, you paid Bobby Wagner. I mean, I don't know what are they doing that we're not doing. I don't understand it. We all got the same salary cap, but yet they bringing in world-class players. How Philadelphia do all this? Oh, I forgot. Okay, let me take back Philly. They ain't paid Hurts yet. Okay, so you can do that when you ain't paid your guy yet. I get it. I'll take that back away. For some reason, my mind got lost. I thought that Jalen Hurts had got paid, but he ain't got paid yet. It's gonna happen though. But how the Rams? Where they get all this money from? How are they able to manipulate the salary cap so well in order just to get these guys on the field? It's something we ain't doing right. Cause see, what's gonna happen is, Key in the building, or you in here, you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Where y'all drafted in the first round this year? Please help me on that. I don't keep up with y'all team like that. I don't know. Where's Philadelphia drafted this year in the first round? Or are they? Key, you there? Let me know. I just want to see this. Because what I'm trying to prove is that the rich, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Come on now. Philadelphia, who's already loaded, is drafted 10th in the draft in the first round. And they got a second pick, 31st. They got 2 first-round picks in there. Ladies and gentlemen, Philadelphia's going to be better. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we adding? Because Philly's going to get better. You just got to call it like it is. I don't know what the Giants are drafting. I don't know that, but come on, y'all. What are we gonna do? Oh, we just gonna get practice squad players. Oh, okay. All right. All righty. Okay. See, I'm not gonna get frustrated. I'm not. I'm just gonna watch this. I'm gonna let Steven. and everybody get hyped about the draft again. See, we live for the draft. Oh, we ready for that. Oh, we love the draft. Dallas gonna keep all their picks, 1st through 7th. We're gonna draft. And then this is what they're gonna do about wide receiver. See, they got some obvious stuff they can do, but this is what they're gonna tell us, y'all. They're gonna say this, but at training camp. Mark my words down. Y'all bring this video back when it starts. This is what they're gonna say. Mr. Jones, Jerry or Steven can take this question. Mr. Jones, what are you guys going to do about the number 1 wide receiver position? Are you guys looking to upgrade at the wide receiver position? Because technically on your roster right now, you do have Michael Gallup. You do have a couple other guys. What are your plans? You have some pretty good names out there that are available. Jerry or Steven gonna look dead in the camera and say this. Well, we already have the answer on our roster. That's the beauty of drafting. We have all what we need right here on the team. Well, who are you talking about? Well, we drafted Jalen Tolbert in the 3rd round, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, he's working with Dak. He's working with old Dak at his house, and he's working with Dak. And I tell you, old Dak got him right. He's ready now. He's ready to go. He's made a huge jump, and he looks like a really a 1st round wide receiver. Oh, the offseason improvement that he made over the offseason. You're really gonna see how our guy, what we do. I mean, old Jalen Tolbert, oh my goodness, Dak. Old Dak told us about it. Dak. Yes. We like our guys. Well, how you know? How you know Jalen? Oh my goodness. Old Dak had him all summer long. Gave him boot camp. We ran over routes. Dak is throwing the ball with incredible zip. Old Dak. Dak has done it. Dak is reading. He's had cornerbacks covering cornerbacks at his house, and they've been running good slant routes. Old slant routes. Old Dak. You do know he's a great leader, don't you? You do know Dak is a great leader. He's a great leader. He gets cats out the trees. Go help old ladies across the street. Old Dak. He's a great guy. Well, Mr. Jones, what about his game on the field? Well, if you're a great leader like Dak is, old Dak, if you're a great leader like old Dak is, that will supplement for a lot of other things. If the guys can just follow Dak, it'll lead us to a lot. Y'all stop laughing. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all stop laughing. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. This is what's going on. They're going to be telling us that all of a sudden, Jalen Tolbert is the second coming of Jerry Rice. That's what they're going to tell us. They ain't going to go get nobody. We like our guys. It's going to be very interesting to see. If a guy like Wyatt from Tennessee, a wide receiver, if you got Jalen Wyatt, if y'all watch college football and watch the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, the Tennessee Vols, you know who I'm talking about, number 11. It's going to be very interesting to see if some kind of way he falls that far down. And the Cowboys are right there. with a chance to get them. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm just saying, we like our guys. That's our motto. And what it does is it just let me know that we ain't really doing what it takes to start talking about Super Bowl. You know, in order to get to the Super Bowl, sometimes you got to make a Super Bowl move. King in the building says Hendon Hooker, quarterback of the Tennessee Vols. They ain't gonna draft him. One thing that the Cowboys do is that they don't never put a real threat behind the quarterback or losing his job. They want the quarterback to be secure in his job, no matter how many picks he throws, no matter how not good he's playing. They will not put pressure on our quarterbacks. We did that with Romo for years. Never put nobody behind him. All of the red interceptions that Romo was throwing, he jumped right back out there the very next week. They never put. Now there's a first time for everything, and you might go ahead and do that. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But if they do, depending on where they draft him, that ought to be interesting too. Because you don't draft no third-round quarterback for him to be on the bench too long. That's why I was saying I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see him going to get nobody like that. But who knows? But my question is, and I'm about through. I'm just about through. My question is, really, if you're talking Super Bowl now, if you're talking about Super Bowl, drafting and development is not the way we're going to get there. It's not. You're going to have to go get me a few dogs from somewhere and try to make this thing work and mix it in with the nice guys that we have now. You got to go get me some players, impact players. I don't have time to wait. You're going to have to go get me some guys. If you're talking Super Bowl now, that's what you're going to have to do. I don't have time to hear this Jalen Tolbert. I don't want to hear about the jump that Semi Fiaco made. I don't want to have to hear the jump that Josh Ball on the line is made. I don't want to hear all this stuff. I don't want to hear it. You got to make a Super Bowl move in order to get the Super Bowl, especially when you're behind an organization like the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know I don't like the Eagles, but look, they're drafting 10th and 31st in the first round. They are going to get better. They are going to get better. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to get better. They already loaded. They just made the Super Bowl. And they are going to get better. They have the 10th pick in the draft. God only knows what they're going to get with that 10th pick. I mean, good God. Key, are you still here? Who are they projecting y'all to get at 10? I ain't worried about 31st. I'm worried about at 10. Key, are you still here? Key, if you're still here, who are they projecting y'all to get with the 10th pick of the draft? Or what most publications are projecting you guys to get with the 10th pick in the draft? The Philadelphia Eagles, who already got everything. Cornerback. Okay, let me see here. Who are the top cornerbacks coming out of the draft? It don't make no difference because whoever they are, they first team All-Americans. Come on now. And look here. Look, y'all. Listen. The cornerback position with Philadelphia, keep in mind now, they just had Darius Slay and they had Bradbury. If I'm not mistaken, help me out, Key. Didn't both of them make the Pro Bowl this year? So with the 10th pick in the draft, if they were going to get a cornerback, they're really going to get a first-round pick to primarily play in some formations, the outside cornerback, and then in some formations, you're going to play inside. A 10th pick in the draft. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. The Philadelphia Eagles starting cornerbacks both made the Pro Bowl. They're projecting them to pick another cornerback with the 10th pick. Come on now. Hello. 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 10th pick in the draft. You can't help but get a good player at 10. You can't help it. You have to get a real good player at 10. That's what's going on in Philadelphia. Come on, y'all. And we down here talking about depth. Let's that's one thing about, that's what Cowboys love to say. We love, this depth that we had. I'm not arguing against it. It worked. But if you're going to have depth, let me have some impact players at the depth position. Hello. They just sounded like the same old movie to y'all. Isn't this sounding incredibly familiar this offseason already? Isn't it shaping up? Isn't it shaping up to be the same questions, same results, same socks, same jersey, not washed, same coaches? Well, I can't say that. We got different coaches now. It's just. Terry said they had to replace Jason Kelsey. Did Kelsey retire? Did he retire? She in the building would know. She's an Eagle fan. Did Kelsey retire? Because if he did, that's a big loss. Huge loss. But I can't see him paying I can't see them using the 10th pick. Oh, Terry said not yet. Well, until Kelsey retires, he's still a Philadelphia Eagle. And a first team All-Pro, I may add to that too. That's a first team All-Pro. Mr. Kelsey is. So look, until he retires, I'll talk about it then. But look, y'all see that? I'm not a Philadelphia fan, so I don't even know who it is. But Keith said who's a Philadelphia diehard like I am a Cowboy diehard. She says we already got his replacement last year. That's already taken care of. They got horses in the cage. I can't help it, Shane. Cause I'm sick of my brothers and sisters having false hope in two guys who are determined to do it their way. And their way is not, you know what? It's wrong for me to say that. Because it took a special year from Philadelphia to keep us almost out of having the number one seed in the NFC. I mean, we won 12 games. Usually, if you win 12 games, that usually wins your division. It just took a different year this year. Philadelphia won a whole bunch of games. And we ended up as the 5th seed. That usually don't happen. It happened this year. So I don't want to act like we just trash. We got there. 12 wins. That's a lot of wins. It's hard to win 10 wins in the league. But now that we're here in the offseason and you see what's getting ready to go on and you see everybody else getting better and we just living in the rumor mill. I gotta see something. I gotta see something. I'm not scared of Philadelphia at all, but my eyes ain't lying to me. My eyes aren't lying to me. Philadelphia is better than we are. They are. I ain't saying they miles and miles away, but They are better than what we are. They are. They are. And we had better do something rather than talk about, well, we got so much depth. We got so much depth that it's hard to keep up with this depth that we got. Instead of having a real impact player, kind of like the Randy Gregory type situation from last year. They went ahead and paid Dorrance Armstrong, and then they went and got a Dante Fowler, and you can't argue with that because together it was more than, of course, what Randy Gregory had, who got hurt last year with Denver, and you can't argue with it. But, depth worked right there. We got depth, guys. Just keep coming. We got Sam Williams, and I mean, it's a lot of depth we got, and that's the way that we want to attack in order for us to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we just believe that we'll just wear teams out with our depth, our depth and Dak, old Dak, depth and Dak and depth. We'll win it all with Dak and depth. I'm done. I'm done. That's more I start talking about. And I told y'all this before, for y'all wondering what I'm talking about Dak so much for, because see, y'all, the Cowboys also make that mistake of kind of messing up with identity. Dak's award. The NFL Man of the Year ain't got nothing to do with 3rd and 8. I got one of these. Got one of these. Whoever, somebody, y'all don't hit that. I'm trying to get it off. Y'all see the little thing. I got these. This is what happens when you're on YouTube. They only do this type of stuff to. They don't do this stuff to people who are doing somewhat decent on YouTube. You get these people here. Once they find out you got a lot of followers and people watch you and all that, then here come these little spam mess here. So I'm trying to I done block this person here. So y'all don't worry about that. Don't hit that stuff there, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So everybody love this Man of the Year award. It's a great award, no doubt about it. But that don't have nothing to do with 3rd and 10. You got to have talent. And I'm not saying Dak don't have talent. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the Man of the Year ain't got nothing to do with 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, being a great leader. No, you gotta get that arm going and get the ball down the field. Man of the Year award don't mean nothing. Y'all see what I'm saying? And that's what the Cowboys do. Well, we got Dak, and you gonna hear this next year. They're gonna say, "Hey, man, I mean, he's a special guy. He's the NFL Man of the Year. I mean, he's a great humanitarian, and he's a great. He don't even fish. He gets the fish out and gives them a kiss on the jaw and puts them back in the water. I mean, he's just a great guy. I mean, he sees a roach in his house, he gives the roach food. I'm done. All right, call in line is open. I'm done. I can't take it. Well, they hit my top of my head so fast. That's ridiculous. I said the man is so nice. He see a roach on the floor. He give him food. Oh yeah, Roy. There you go, Roy. Roy says Dak is a great person, but does Dak need to prove as a quarterback? Shoot, yeah, he do. Yeah. Yeah, he need to improve. Everybody know that. For those that say he's that, and look, Don't be like the Jones family. Don't be like the Jones family, acting like you got Joe Montana or somebody. No, he's a great guy, but he that don't have nothing to do. That don't have nothing to do with 3rd and 6, and you got to get this first down conversion. You can't go around and tell defense, "Hey, defense, I'm the NFL Man of the Year." And all they're gonna say is, "We're gonna hit you dead in your mouth. We trying to get to you. We're gonna hit you dead in your mouth." That's all. It don't mean nothing. It means something when they walk off the field. It does. Dak has helped a lot of people. A lot of people. He has. He's helped a lot of people. That's why he's the NFL Man of the Year. Somebody call there and die. Let me see what's going on.
Call from
Jerry Turner.
There he is. I need y'all there because I'm about to go off on that. What's up, Terry? Terry is in the building. Y'all put your hands together for my brother. Good old Dak. Come on, talk to me, Terry.
Of course, we like our guys. We don't build from within. We like our guys. We've seen them in practice, and
yeah.
We like what we have.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot of years too.
And
Go ahead.
I could buy another yacht.
Yeah.
But I called in. I was saying the only hope we have at a real impact player is we'll find out how good Dan Quinn could sell pain. That's about it. If Dan Quinn can sell that we really, really need him, then you'll be able to get an impact player. But outside of that, I'm not looking for DeAndre Hopkins to come. That's taking a pay cut, and I encourage every last one of them make as much money as you can, because Jerry been sitting up top watching football and Troy Aikman. I mean, we done seen a lot of come, seen a lot of go. And in actuality, they did, 10 years of Jason Garrett just ruining careers. Tyron Smith should have been in the doggone Super Bowl at least twice.
Mm-hmm.
He was that kind of good. But in actuality, I'm not getting my hopes up for anything.
No. But here's the thing about Deron Payne, though. Like I said earlier, just the name-wise would be incredible. He's only 25 years old. He's in the prime of his career. But what he has done is he's produced at Washington. So much so that his original contract was 4 years, $14 million, and some change. So that's $3 million, almost $3 million a year. Of course, he got a signing bonus and all that kind of stuff. Well, his first year in 18, he got 480. He got a $2.1 million signing bonus. And that chopped his salary down for the base side to 480. So they obviously gave his money up front. Year 2 and 19, 2 years. Another $2 million signing bonus they gave him on the front end, and it chopped his base salary down to 1. But I'm saying he's produced so well, Terry, that he's 27 years old. This dude, let me look where he is now. His base salary just from last year at 25 years old was $8.5 million. He's produced. He's gonna get paid double digits wherever he play. The Cowboys ain't gonna pay that money. They ain't gonna pay that. And I don't care how well, and Lord have mercy, Terry. I hope you're absolutely right. I hope that Dan Quinn sells him and they say, okay, this guy we got to have. We'll pay the price. But Dallas ain't fit to pay no defensive tackle no $13-14 million, because that's what it's gonna be. Because he's earned the right to ask for that type of money. They're not gonna pay him that.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're going ahead and try to resurrect Russell Maryland career before they pay big money.
He said Russell Maryland.
Right. Yeah, I'm a Hurricane fan, so
Yeah, I mean, it would
enjoyed
be,
the first round.
it
You
makes
know, in the first,
sense. It makes sense, Terry. That's why I'm saying this is why it's so frustrating for the Cowboys. Things that make total sense. That would be a Super Bowl move. That would be.
definitely.
That would take care of a lot of areas. That would make your defense incredibly stronger. Just with that one move, it would make everything better. But it just make too much sense. And the Cowboys are not gonna do that because they're set in their ways. It's like they got a chart in their room and they say, okay, defensive tackles, this how much money we allocate to that. This is our system. We only allocate X amount of dollars to defensive tackles. This is what we pay linebackers. This is what we're going to follow this plan for the next 10 to 15 years, and let's just see if we can get a Super Bowl out of it. That's not how you're gonna get it done. And
Yeah, but
they're not gonna pay paying it.
our system don't work. At some point in time,
You
you
gotta
need to
change your system, man.
realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point in there, you got to realize that you taking on all this fire from the left side. Stop going to a strong left flank and let's go on ahead and somebody make a command decision to do something else. Because all we keep doing is replacing these players. Uh, anyway, a
The-
dog chasing his tail.
yeah.
That's all that is.
We believe in
That's
Gallimore.
all that is.
We
You
believe
need
in
to break the
Gallimore.
mold and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll go around
Yeah,
saying, well, we
and
still
at the end of the year, did Gallimore even dress? I don't even think he was dressed
he
for the
he
playoff
he
game.
been hurt more than he plays. And that's been ever since he got here. He's been
Yeah, that's
hurt
what I
more
say
than he
about
plays.
Odell Beckham.
And
Yeah,
they'll
them
say the same
Odell,
thing.
all them Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and Terry, they'll say the same thing now. They'll come and tell us this, man, boy, that Quentin Bohanna done took a big jump. I tell you. I know. And look, that guy's really turned into a real monster. You'll see this year. See, that's how they'll show us that. They'll still be waiting for the same old things, and you had a chance to really make a real impactful decision, and you're just gonna let it go by. And see, here's the other thing, Terry. When it comes to Deron
Uh,
Payne, it's gonna be a bidding war. And Dallas ain't gonna get what I'm saying 13. Folks they're gonna offer this dude 14, probably no more than $15 million. Somebody's gonna offer him this type of money. And the Cowboys are gonna try to outdo that. They're not. They're not. So
worst of all, I've seen where they were saying that Seattle might get in. And I'm like, you know what? Seattle is a type team now to do something like that.
because they'll pay him. They will pay him. Look, they're about to pay Geno Smith in a few more weeks. They're gonna pay Geno Smith a nice big payday. They
Yeah, I thought
paid
Geno's
DK
career was
Metcalf.
dead.
Yeah, they're not scared to do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. The things that they do, Dallas don't do. They don't do. Well, like I said before,
Yeah,
I mean, I ain't throwing this team like they're gonna get to do it, but if the Rams had money, they'll throw this money at Payne and have a dream of having Aaron Donald and Deron Payne together. They'll pay it.
that'll be that'll be the rebirth of Sue and got doggone
That's what I'm
Donald.
trying
Because
to tell you.
when Sue was eating up that double team, Aaron Donald was eating.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They would do stuff like
But
that
I don't. I guess our front office don't watch tape, or somebody, maybe Brian Broaddus could teach them how to watch film, because they don't understand. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm not the dumbest.
No.
And the one thing I've noticed from every quarterback in every game I've seen, no quarterback like pressure in his face.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott hated the worst.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and fact of the matter is, Deron Payne put that pressure in your face. That
Yeah.
just disrupt everything, and that makes your defense just you
Yeah.
able to boa constrictor on them little
Yeah.
bit by little bit.
Yeah.
And I know these grown men that's getting paid, but you might be able to see a little Pee Wee Mighty Mike football look in their eyes and see when they give up.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because everybody's up. This year Next year we're gonna have the same issue, and it's just gonna be real interesting to see how they attack. Who they gonna pay, who they not gonna pay, who they gonna be loyal to when it's really not time to be loyal. The Ziggy Elliott situation is gonna be very interesting to see how they do this. Whichever way they do it, it's just gonna be real interesting. It's gonna send a message to the locker room. I mean, the Ziggy Elliott thing is gonna be real interesting. It really is. Even though I don't think that
that loyalty thing, man.
it's,
That
it's,
that
it's it's a cancer
loyalty.
now.
They are not loyal to you. Driving this truck. This other guy asked me the other day. He wanted a referral to come over with us and all this. He saw the money and this, that, and the third. All the stuff he said he could and couldn't do. And he don't want to ride around with that bomb on his back. He don't want to pull hazmat. I told him don't even call the number. I mean, you're looking at it and this, that, and the third. I told him straight. I said, look, I am dedicated and loyal to the direct deposit.
Yeah.
If I go to Memphis and come back and I spend the night out, my wife look at that doggone when that check come out on Friday, and she go to her phone and she look. If them numbers don't add up, she gonna come to me and say, "Excuse me,
What happened?
something you want to tell me?"
Yeah.
No, I don't want to tell you nothing. No, I'm not telling you that. I'm asking you that. I'm telling you. It's something you want to tell me. You've been gone 2 days, and these numbers ain't adding up.
Yeah.
So Jerry need to put somebody over Steven, put some fire under his feet, let him feel some pressure that you have to do a better job. See, he done got too loyal, too fat, too sunk in, too comfortable.
Yeah.
He need a little fire under him to put out a better product than he did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody need to go on ahead and when you
Look,
go to
when you
Catholic
win,
church,
when you win 12 games, you're not too far away. So you got to say, okay, how can I turn this 12? Since we don't want 12 back to back. How can I turn this 12 into 14? And keep in mind, Terry, we gave away the Green Bay and the Jacksonville game. So I mean, an argument could be made that this team could have won 14 games last year easily. Okay.
and still
So
lost in the second round.
and still lost in the second round. So why, forget to get regular season wins, why are we not winning past the second round? Where you got one team that you can look at. What is San Francisco doing so much better that when we go into the game, many Cowboy fans say, well, we ain't really got a chance. Really, we're gonna have to have some real big plays because they're gonna out-bully us, they're gonna out-physical us, they're gonna beat us up. We're not physical enough. What's up, Jake? I see you. We're not physical enough to beat them. So you got the one team that's a standard because that's the team that's knocked us out the last 2 years. Yeah, we won 12 games, 2 back-to-back years. But what is going to get us past that team? What is going to get us past that team? And that's what you got to start looking at. So you got to see what's the problem. The 49ers got, okay, let's see here. Oh my goodness, they got an all-pro running back in McCaffrey. They got a solid running game with Mitchell there, 2 great running backs. They got a great offensive line. They got an all-world tight end. They got an all-world wide receiver. They got another wide receiver that's just in Ayuk that's just good. And they got a defense that is smothering. That is smothering. So why can't a team that was scoring 30 points a game, supposedly, all that kind of stuff, get to see San Francisco twice and can't even get over 20? That's the question.
Yeah.
Could it be? And the answer, look, hey Terry, check it out. The answer ain't found in the draft. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It ain't found in the draft.
When you get to the playoffs, that's big boy football.
Yeah.
A team on the come, they happy to make the playoffs and maybe win a first round matchup. But when you full grown man, it's only 3 games in a year.
Yeah.
AFC championship game, NFC championship game, Super Bowl. And if the Lord shine on you, you're gonna play in 2 of them.
Yeah. So
And they told them too.
that's what we got to figure out. It ain't in the draft. I see Joe says that we lost because of play calling. I agree. Kellen Moore was horrible. We all know that. We know
They
that.
just
But
stop routes and come back.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
curls
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
run.
yeah. But check this out. If Kellen Moore, this is my argument to Joe and to what you just said, actually. If you got ball players and you still ran your comeback routes, but because their talent level is so good that it makes no difference what you call, that's what I'm looking for. See, you can't have Michael Gallup
You
out
know,
there. You can't have Michael Gallup out there and he's 60%, and you thinking you're gonna go against the number one defense in the league and like he gonna have a big game. No, I need another dog like CD was that game. You see what I'm saying? So even though I know
yeah.
this not gonna happen, I'm saying go get me a DeAndre Hopkins type. Give me a type like that, and you can run your little slants. They're gonna make a play because the talent level is gonna make sure that it's better than what we have. That's what I'm saying. In other words, what I'm saying is go give me some impact players instead of leaning on. I
Definitely.
need some guys. All I need is one or
Some
two.
difference makers.
That's all I need. That's how you
And
get to the next level.
you said you need a dog on the other side of CD. It
Go give me a
reminded
dog.
me. I thought I was back at boot camp. Boy, they told us straight up, hungry dogs run faster.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah. So we need to
Give
get
me
us
that
some
on
hungry
defense.
dogs out there.
Yeah, give me that on one. Give me one player on defense, and give me one on offense, and then let's go play football. That's all I want. I don't need a whole team like the Rams used to do and the Buccaneers did the year before. I don't need no whole team. I won 12 games last year. That does mean something. I won 12 the year before. All I need is just a couple players. I don't need a whole team. Get your checkbook out. Go ahead and pay somebody. If you're gonna get rid of Amari Cooper, don't come talk to me. We got Noah Brown. That just ain't gonna work for me. I'm sorry.
And we ain't never knew what Noah Brown was. A couple years ago, I thought he
Come
was
on,
gonna
man.
put on the weight and be a tight end.
Come on, man.
He was just big.
Come on, man. And
And
Noah played well
like we
last year.
pigeonhole.
He did, but
Yeah,
he
we
ain't the difference
pigeonhole
maker.
these guys. Now he's a good third down,
He's a guy. He's a
5 to
guy.
6 yard first down.
He's a guy.
Another Jag, just another guy.
Yeah, he's just another guy. He's just a guy. He's a good one,
I
but he's
want
just a guy.
difference makers, impact.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. I want our team to hush.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons and all them boys. You might be this, that, and the other, but you need to hush. You too boisterous. You ain't did nothing yet.
Well,
They talked about you for defensive player of the year and everything. You didn't even get one first place vote this year.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah. He didn't
You
deserve
didn't get
it.
one.
Yeah.
And got dog on your boy over there in San Francisco, landslide.
Yeah.
Bosa, he just ran with it.
Unanimous.
And it's we making too much noise. And Diggs over here is talking about all the stuff we got to do to get his brother.
Man, do you know? Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you, Terry, for saying that. Let me stop you right there. All for those that's been talking about Stephon Diggs coming to Dallas, stop it. Just stop it. Do you know the price that would have to be paid in order to get him?
In draft and money.
I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all know Dallas ain't doing that. Come on, y'all. Do you know how much you would have to give up to get that guy over here? They're not doing it just because his brother want to play with him. I mean, stop it. It's not going to happen. I don't even want to even talk about that. Terry, man, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate you.
Now.
Thank you, man. All right. That was the great Terry Turner calling in, supporter of the show. Appreciate him so much for calling in. The call line is open. Again, you guys can call in. If not, I'm going to shut it down. Somebody put something up that I want to see. I think it was Joe. Right here, Joe. Joe said this. If we get pain from watching Bobby Wagner, defense will be incredible. Not going to happen. Only reason why that's not going to happen because Cowboys not going to do what it takes To make that happen, you got to pay a lot of money to get those two. It's not gonna happen. Let's see who this is here.
Call from
Damon Lofton.
Mr. Lofton. Mr. Lofton. I see the face, but now I get to hear the voice. Mr. Damon Lofton, a supporter of the show, man. Welcome to the show, man. Tell me what's going on.
I appreciate it. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to,
yes, you do. That's why I know what you're finna do. I know what you're finna do. Go ahead. I already know what you're finna do. Go ahead.
You're right. But I really just want to say, man, it's an honor pleasure to be on your show. It's an honor pleasure to watch you.
Appreciate
but you are the only podcast that tells the truth about everything.
Try to.
You know Jerry and them ain't gonna do nothing. All them other guys, I ain't gonna call no names, but you done been on their shows.
Yeah.
They not saying the truth. They doing the same thing that Jerry and Steven doing, just throwing stuff out there so we can buy tickets.
Yeah, I don't care if you buy the ticket. Sooner or later, the way I look at it, Damon, is sooner or later, for those that watch it, y'all got to come back to me and say, "Yep, you were right."
Exactly.
You were right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying is we 1 or 2 players away from that Super Bowl.
That's
it. And if you ask the fans to ask Jerry to give us everything we need for 1 Super Bowl right now, and we'll be good for another 28 years, we'll take it.
Just like Tampa. You think Tampa mad? Wait, forget Tampa. Do you think the Los Angeles Rams are mad right now?
Thank you.
Oh.
No,
they went into that building for the first year. They opened up the doors and they knew.
Yes,
look, Damon. They knew the Super Bowl was gonna be in their building, and they made sure they went all in to make sure. And at the end, and guess what's hanging up in the rafters up there?
Exactly.
A banner. And you think they care something about
in that new stadium?
In that brand new stadium, they opened up the stadium with a championship.
I've been taking people talking crazy to me for 28 years. You give me 1 championship, I can take 28 more. I don't care.
Exactly. I've been saying it. When you and the reason why, and some folk gonna argue with us on this and saying, well, you don't want to go all in. My argument is your window is closing fast. And some folks will even say, and some folks gonna say it's closed, actually. That's what some folks gonna say.
Exactly.
And so when your window is closing, unless you just dedicate it to the total rebuild, then you got to do what it takes to try to win this thing. And talking about, we gonna get better by the draft. We gonna develop these guys. I ain't got time, Doc. I ain't got time.
Sir, I'm 53 years old. I'm tired. Doc, my son is 14. My son 14. He ready to jump ship. And I'm trying to hold him.
The Cowboys.
I really
can't. The Cowboys won the Super Bowl in 1995. I was 23. I was 23 years old, Doc. I'm 50. I'm 50 now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember. Everybody, I remember.
Doc,
I know.
Doc, I won. Doc, let me say it one more time. I was 23 years old, man. I was 23 years old when the trophy was in the hand. I talked so much trash. I was so happy.
Yes, sir.
I was so happy because I was used to winning because they won 2 other ones. It was almost an expectation that we go win the Super Bowl.
That's what we thought. Exactly.
Doc, you see me on my film here. I had hair. I had a hairline. You understand me? I could stay out to 3, 4. I could stay out to 3, 4. I could stay out to 3, 4 in the morning. Club all night. Guess what? Doc, I'm 50 now. Do you hear me? Look, I go to bed at 9:30 every night now. I can't stay up no more. I can't, Doc. I can't. I ain't got no
All
more
right,
hair.
so
I don't have no more hair on my head. I'm done.
I can't. I'm tired.
I'm
I'm
tired, man.
tired.
I'm tired. And I'm
I'm
tired of
tired.
doing the same thing. Open that goddamn
Yeah,
checkbook out and go get me somebody
yeah.
so I can win.
Let it go.
Oh,
Open it. I mean, what else we got to lose? We've been looking like Trump for
dog,
28 years.
I just look. I'm about to get my AARP card. It's been that long. Do you hear me,
I
man?
got mine.
You see,
I
you
got
got
mine,
yours. You
champ,
see
and
what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, use it well. It's good. It's good. It's good.
See, for everybody that's wondering what we talking about, we got to laugh and keep from crying. So y'all
You got
just let
to.
us older Cowboy fan.
Please.
Just let us alone, man. Just let us alone. They done came out with
Yeah.
new drinks, new soft drinks, new beers. So it wasn't look when we were 23, it wasn't nothing but just Budweiser out. That's it, just
That's
Budweiser.
it.
Now they got all kind of non-alcoholic beers. They got fruited
Look at big
beers.
time. Big time. Wasn't no HD.
Wasn't no HD.
Wasn't no HD TV. You say you can get the butt whooped, and your neighbor down the street can get the butt. He can whoop your butt too.
Man, you just
You
get
can't do that no more.
folk that close the door now. They don't even think about it no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Jerry the King Lawler was still ready back then. Now he just got out of the hospital. You see what I'm saying? Just and not praying praying for my boy. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was still main eventing.
He was the man.
See what I'm saying, man? Now
he wasn't even smoking back then.
Flair doing what I'm doing. Now he just do podcasts now. That's all he do. Flair don't even talk no more, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of this, man. Can I win the Super Bowl before I turn 60? I mean, I'm 50. I got 10 years. I don't know. I don't know that.
Big time, I've been listening to you. I don't know how I got turned on to you, but I've been listening to you for like 2 years, and you ain't spoke nothing but facts.
Terry, I'd like to do some more before I die. Can I win?
Yeah.
Can I win one more?
I just want to get a Super Bowl up. I want to get you can hang up a banner.
Yeah, I need one banner, man. Just give me one before the Lord take me away.
And we couldn't. Crazy as sound, we good with that. We just want one.
Just give me one, man. Just give me one more.
Yeah.
That's all I ask God for. Please, just let my team win one more, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna have teeth in my mouth by the time they win.
I want your son to see it. I want my daughter and my son. I want them to see it. I want them to experience what we experience.
Yeah, because right now, all they're seeing is tears. like Smokey Robinson said, the tears of a clown. Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, damn thing. Thank you for calling in, man.
It's an honor to put, and I'm checking you out. I'm always watching you. And like I say again, I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
The only guy I know that keeps it real.
Appreciate you, man.
You say what you're supposed to say, but you keep doing your thing, big time. I'm behind you.
Appreciate you. Hey, don't let this be the last time you call in, man.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Thank you, man. All right, y'all. I hope y'all let us have our time. We just, we suffering over here. We want to win so bad. But this ain't the way we're gonna win. What I'm looking at right now, this is how you just win. 10 plus games. You get excited about the playoffs. You might win the first game, and then y'all know what happened after that. I done seen this movie too many times. The only sequels I like is Rocky. I watch Rocky 1 and 2 and 3 all day of the week. I mean, I like that sequel. I do. I like that sequel. I like those type of movies. I watch that. I watch, the Avengers. I watch Batman over and over again. Yeah, I watch that. I don't like to see this same movie in football, though. It's the same movie. We doing the same things every year. And you know what the old saying is, keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. So I guess we just insane, man. Yeah, exactly, Terry. We're Creed. Yeah, I watch the sequels of that. Creed. I watch it. Joe says next year a Super Bowl or bust. I'm not selling for nothing else. Joe, who was over there in Italy watching me, and I appreciate my brother so much. Only thing I'm gonna say, Joe, is let's see when week one comes. Let's see what are we going to bat with. See, I'm hoping that the Cowboys one time do the opposite of what we saying. Like I hope they lose their mind one time and just go after it. I hope they do that. I hope they just fooling all of us and they just go get them. That would make my heart glad. I'd rather do that rather than just to do what we're doing now. Let's see what we lining up with at first on week one, whoever we playing, and then that'll give me a better idea, and I'll make a better prediction. Let me see what my roster look like first. I can tell you right now, the roster right now, which of course is gonna change, but I can tell you what's not gonna work and what ain't gonna work. Now when Philadelphia is getting better, and I hate the Eagles, I don't like them. But I'm not I'm not too blind to see that they're not getting better and going to get even better than they were last year. They may not win as many games because years change, but the talent level is there. I mean, the talent level is there for real, and you can see it, and you got to catch up with it. And you know what the sad part about it is, y'all? I ain't even said this. The Giants are gonna get better next year. The Giants are going to get better as well. They're going to get better. Washington next year is going to be better. Washington is going to be better, for real. And some of y'all saying, "Oh, well, we don't know who the quarterback is." Well, if they're not going with Wentz, which they probably will, but if they're not going with Wentz, trust me, they will go after get. You're gonna have plenty of guys that are available. Supposedly now, Carr is available. You put Carr with Washington, you don't think they're gonna be better? Yes. Garoppolo is gonna land somewhere. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Jimmy G. What I do know about Jimmy G is he wins. He ain't putting up no Pro Bowl numbers, but he ain't putting up no trash numbers either. Jimmy G wins. You put Jimmy G with Terry McLaughlin and Pax and Dotson and Gibson as your running back and Robinson as the running back and Logan Thomas as the tight end. You put Jimmy G with that, you don't think that they ain't gonna be better with the defense they have? Keep in mind, Chase Young didn't play last year because he was hurt. He's gonna be ready this year to put him right back on that front four. Look, and Washington is gonna have a high draft pick. So look, I got everybody moving in the NFC East except you know who. All right. Oh, exactly, Terry. And of course, Eric Bieniemy, who's, we're going to find out. Was it Andy Reid or was it, well, we know Andy Reid called it, but we're going to find out how much did Bieniemy really put his hand imprint on the team. Let's see. I'm just saying now, look, everybody getting better, it seems. And when you say, okay, what are the Cowboys done? We just waiting on the draft. Please. All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm done. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. By now, you already know how to support the podcast. It's right there on the ticker. If you guys would, one of the things, if you're not following me on YouTube, you can follow me there. That would be enough. All that takes is just you to press a button that says subscribe and then hit that bell, which will give you my live notifications. And that would help me out tremendously. See there, it didn't cost you anything. However, if you want to support the podcast financially in a way, you see it right there. There it is for you. Cash App, $, the Big Time Show. I'm about to take that subscription out on the Big Time Show 3 Supercast. That is not good anymore. I'll take that out for the next show. But you can do it that way. Big Time Show, $, the Big Time Show, the Cash App. You can do that, and I would appreciate you. But if not, listen, I appreciate y'all just looking. Y'all don't have to do all this. So the time it helps out. I appreciate you. We'll see you again on Monday evening. I will be back. Man, I appreciate you, Joe. Listen, I want to tell y'all something, whether y'all know it or not. Some of you guys are pretty much the foundation of the Big Time Show. When I see people like Joe, who's been with me from the very beginning, I believe. Uh, Terry's been with me for over a year now. Damon has been with me over a year. There's some more people. Shane Odom, who was on here earlier, he's been with me from the beginning. Talib, if he's still here, he's been with me for a while now. You guys are the foundation of what I do. And because of you guys and those shares that I asked y'all to do, you don't know who clicked on when y'all shared it. But let me tell you what happened. Do y'all know now that on YouTube, I am now followed by 2,100 people? That's because of y'all. It ain't because of me. I mean, I do what I do. I guess I got some people, I don't know them. I ain't met them. But it's over 2,000 now on YouTube. If y'all don't believe me, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see that on Facebook. I believe I'm over 900 or something like that just on the Big Time Show page alone. On my personal page, which is some of you guys look at me from time to time, I have over 2,200 friends, I believe. And not all of them are following, but they watch from there sometime too. So I didn't know, I just doing this for fun. But it's turned into something else, and it's because of you guys. I would not be who I am in this little podcast world if it wasn't for you guys. I'll just be sitting there talking on the microphone. Won't nobody be watching. Won't nobody be downloading. I'm on Spotify because of you guys. I'm on iHeartRadio because of you guys. I'm on Pandora because of you guys. I'm on Google Podcasts because of you guys. I mean, I didn't start off like this. It took y'all to make me like this. So I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. Everybody don't rock with me. A lot of you guys do. I'm grateful that you guys. I guess like what I say. So I appreciate everybody. Look, if I had some real money, if I had a lot of money, let me stop. I wouldn't give it to you. No, I wouldn't. I can't. I got a son over here growing, man. I can't give y'all my money. One of these days we're gonna have to do something though. We're gonna have to do something. I right now I'm in the process of trying to get some merchandise made. And for some of you guys, y'all won't have to pay nothing. I'm just gonna ask for y'all address, and I ain't saying you gotta wear it. It's just my appreciation to some of you guys for hanging with me. I already know who you are, so everybody that's new gonna try to say, "Hey, I've been with you for." No, you haven't. I ain't seen you. I don't know you. I'm like Jesus. I never knew you. I say, call my name. I don't know you. I know who my folks are. You know what I'm saying? But some kind of way I got to do that, and maybe I got to. Whether it's a T-shirt or something, or a hat or something, I gotta get I gotta get you guys something. You guys done hung out with me, man. I appreciate everybody, especially you, Joe. Joe is in the country of Italy. Joe, what time is it over there? Because I know it's time for you to go to bed. You just hanging with me until I say goodbye. I know you are. What time is it, Joe, over there? I want everybody to see this because I don't even know. What time is it, Joe, over there? I know it's in the wee hours of the morning. You sitting there looking at a computer watching me talk about Jerry Jones not paying nobody. almost midnight. See, man, I'm telling y'all right now, Joe, I'm going to get your address in Italy. I don't know how many days it's going to take to get it over there, but I am going to get something for you, man, because I appreciate you for real. I appreciate you for real. You are definitely uh, one of my guys for real. No doubt about that. I got to get you something, man. And I'm gonna do it too. Mark my words down. I see you, Damon. Something. We gotta do something. I gotta do something for my people, man. No question about it. But listen, I'm gone. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Y'all just don't know what that really means. I appreciate is you guys to keep everything going. Those of you that are on Podbean that will be downloading this later, I appreciate you for taking the time to just listening as well. We'll see you on Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. We'll be right back at it again. It might be a part two to this continuation. But it's something else that I want to talk about. But I ain't really get to it. I'll definitely do that on Monday night at 7 p.m. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and get them hand clap emojis going. I see you, Joe. I see you. I hear what you're saying. Go ahead and get them hand clap emojis going. Y'all know how we leave here. Y'all been around. Look, if you've been here for all these years, you know how I leave. 8 p.m. real time. Okay. Got you, Terry. Y'all put them hand clap emojis together. There it is, damn. That's all I need to see. There it is. That's all I need to see here. Thank you, Terry. I see you. I thank you. We can go and get out of here now. Do not leave the building. I'm going to leave, y'all. But don't leave the building until you clap your hands. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Time Show.